After you follow everything that I'm about to show you for 90 days, there's no way you'll ever go back to your unprofitable habits. So the first rule is you take one trade per day, and every single time you violate that rule, you run a 5K. Now you might say, oh Dylan, but I'm fat, I can't run the 5K. That's the whole point. Don't break the rules then. You trade more than one trade, you run a 5K. And I'm not preaching anything that I haven't done myself. There's videos on this YouTube channel where you see me running just for breaking a rule. Not even because I blew an account or something huge. Just because I didn't take a trade where I was supposed to, or I took a trade that I wasn't supposed to. And what this is gonna do is help with your selectiveness in the markets. Because you only have one shot. You're a sniper and you only have one bullet to kill this guy. You're not just gonna shoot him as soon as you see him, okay? You're gonna patiently wait for the good moment, wait for him to sit still, and then you're gonna shoot at him and kill him, okay? And it's also gonna create pain around breaking your rules, because you don't wanna break your rules, because otherwise you go for a 5K run. And if you're anything like me and you hate running, well, you'll stop doing this shit and you'll start to become a profitable trader. Next one, you're gonna remove all P&L tracking, okay? When I look at my data, I don't think in terms of dollars. I think in terms of R's, okay? Risk to rewards. And in following the process, executing the setup. We don't identify green days or red days, whether they were positive or negative in terms of dollars, or even in terms of R's, but if we followed the plan or not. A good day is if you followed your plan, regardless if it was a loss or not, and a bad day was if you didn't follow your plan, regardless if you made money or not. Once you start thinking like this, you'll detach yourself from the money, which will consequently make you a better trader. So now you're playing this game of trying to become a better trader. And if you're being a better trader, then automatically money is going to be a byproduct of that. Lastly, for our phase one in the first 2 weeks, if you think any of this is hard, then wait till you see the others. It's going to be a non-negotiable trading schedule. There's not going to be any chart checking all day or any random Asia sessions just because you feel like it. I'm a full-time trader and I can guarantee I trade less than most 9-to-5 workers. You need to get out of the charts. So example, before market open, you're already preparing yourself, you're already doing your forecast, okay? What you're gonna do if price reaches a certain area, you'll short it. If price reaches a certain area, you'll buy it, something like this. Then you have your timings for executing, and as soon as market turns too late, for example 11 a.m. New York time if you're trading futures, then you just journal after that and there's no more execution. Otherwise, 5K run, you fat ass. Now, phase 2 of our challenge. This is where we really start to become profitable, okay? So now, after the first 2 weeks, we're gonna do some data optimization. This is better if you already have some data of the past as well, because it's going to be too small of a data if you're only counting 2 weeks of trading, but you're probably super inconsistent, super unprofitable that you were not even journaling before that. So we're going to track the day of the week, the time of the day, A+ setups, market conditions. You know, the more specific you can get with this, the better, because this is where we're going to fix your profitability. Most of the times you guys don't need more winners, you just need to cut off the losses. One small and simple change in your trading can make you instantly profitable. Because now, for example, you have 5 trades of like +2R, -1, -1, -1, +2, -1, -1. All right? So all of this combined is about -1 total. But after tracking all this and looking into the data, you understand that there's some trades that are actually hurting your P&L, where for example you're trading a session where you're unprofitable. Let's say they're all New York trades, but there are 2 London trades inside, and you see that both of these London trades were losses. As soon as we cut them off your data, now you only have +2, -1, -1, +2, -1. And this is going to total a +1R result. Not more winners, just cutting off what doesn't work. And now that you know your data and you got really specific on it, you're gonna double down on those setups. You're gonna put your full focus on them and disregard all the risky trades, all the trades that are not conform to the plan, and anything that doesn't tick off everything off the checklist, okay? So you're gonna make a checklist of about 3 to 5 confluences. If we meet all of those, you have to take the trade. Even if you don't feel like the trade is gonna play out, you gotta take it. And if we haven't met all the criterias, then you don't trade. You see how this helps both the guy with fear of trading and the guy that's over trading. All right, so for example, this could be higher time frame bias, liquidity sweep, a smart man trap for me. The session time is gonna be aligned. Not just trading in the middle of Asia. If you're trading EU and GU, for example, that doesn't make much sense. And then some entry structure for us to enter. No checklist, no trade. Focus only on this A-class setup so you can maximize the results, and make sure you don't over specify these criterias to where the setups never appear. All right, you want to make sure it's simple, but there's still some rules in place. And you want to make sure that these setups appear at least 3 times per week. And after every single day, rate yourself. How did you do in terms of execution, patience, emotions, rule following? Emotions before the trade, during the trade, after the trade. How are you feeling? Did you break your rules or not? Note all of this down so then you can look back and start to recognize patterns. Start to recognize where you're failing and make appropriate changes to stop that. Whether it be in your execution, in your emotions, you can start to see where you're failing at and tackle that with appropriate measures. And remember guys, you can still have a losing day and still have a score of 10. Green days and red days are categorized by whether you followed your plan or not. And I'd recommend you guys to get TradeZella for all of this tracking, just to make an easier job on yourself. This is not sponsored. And these are the results I get and the results that you can get for yourself. Not flashy, but profitable, okay? 4R, 5R, -1, 1.5, break even. Totaling about 9R on a month. If you're managing $1 million and you're taking 1% per trade, those 9R are 90 bands, okay? Are you mad at 90 bands? You're not. Stop chasing the 20, the 30 risk rewards, and then next month going all the way back to -50. That's not appropriate trading. The most consistent traders in the world do 2 to 3% consistently every single month. So if you can just be green every month, then you'll be amongst the top traders. I know that you're only chasing those big performances because your capital is super small. And so if you only make 3R, that's not sexy for you. But trust me, focus on just becoming a good trader, and money will be a byproduct of that. With prop firms trust getting lower and lower, I decided to stick to one of the most established names in the industry, the Fivers. They've been around since 2016 whilst consistently being ranked amongst the top firms. With 0 payout denials and over $40 million in payout split, they're probably also the only firm that allows you to get a challenge as little as $5,000 and scale it all the way up to $500K. If you feel like scaling it even further, you can try out their bootcamp challenge, which allows you to double your account at each 5% performance, going all the way up to $4 million. The Fivers is designed for long-term traders with no consistency rule and no time limits on challenges. And to add to all of this, they are also expanding to futures. So if you want to try them out, just check the description and use my code for a nice little gift. All right, on to the video. Now, after 1.5 months and after you've mastered your strategy, this is where you start trying to master yourself. You're gonna stop asking yourself, did I make money or not today? And you're gonna ask yourself, am I behaving like a professional trader today? Before, during, and after every single trade. Are you behaving like the profitable version of yourself? Ask yourself, would my profitable version take this trade that I'm hesitating on right now? Would he take this bullshit that I'm about to enter? Would he react like this because of a loss? Ask yourself this question because your identity is going to determine your actions. Everything is going to flow from the identity. You got to understand that the charts aren't dangerous and you're portraying the danger on yourself. So when you're on a trade and you're in drawdown and the market is close to your stop loss and it's about to hit it, it's not that the markets are trying to stop hunt you or because they hate you, they want to see you suffer. That's you making stories in your mind because your fear of trading or your pain that's coming from a loser, it's probably due to some trauma in your life, in your childhood that's currently being presented in trading. My biggest problem used to be the fear of trading, and that came from my sense of unworthiness in life, from being rejected in real life scenarios, and that is automatically reflected in trading. So even though most trading problems can come from a lack or desire of money, from what I've seen from myself and others, it goes way deeper than that. If you want to check more videos about identity shifting, I recommend going to my YouTube channel, and I'm dropping a lot of those. No one's talking about this in trading. They're only talking about money, 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 but it goes way deeper than that for most of us. And so don't wait until you have $1 million to behave like $1 million trader. Act like one right now in order to achieve that capital. It's be, do, have, not have, do, be. Emotions, feelings, that's all free. You can embody that right now in order to attract those things that you desire. And of course, a professional trader is a calm trader. So these are some of the practices that you can do in order to be in the best state of mind once it comes to your trading. You can meditate, you can read the words whilst you're in the trade. I find this to be one of the best things, because sometimes a lot of pressure, because not because I'm not following the plan, but just because I still have a spark of that fear of trading, and because I'm trading 5 accounts at once with a lot of risk. Again, not because I'm not following the plan and oversizing, but just because I have to do that. But reading the word just puts me in a better state of mind, just calms myself and gives me strength. God is watching and He will provide the wins. I also walk during the trade. As soon as I'm in a position where I can put my stop loss to break even, and it's just a matter for the trade to either go to break even or full TP, and just wait for the result to be done without checking the charts, without making stories in your head on how it's going to reverse on you. Walking will be a good solution for that. And if you want to add some good frequencies music to it to calm your mind, that could be a good practice as well. No dopamine chasing. All right, we're not just trading for the dopamine. You can get that dopamine elsewhere, whether it be video games, doing other stuff. Do that outside of trading. Once it comes to trading, really focus on just proving yourself to be profitable, and you can choose whether you want dopamine or you want money. Ask yourself, you want dopamine or you want money? And then if you want, you can use that money to go chase dopamine in the real world, okay? And so of course, no celebrating until the trade is over. This is gonna be a big problem for y'all. And for this, you need to be aware of the expectations versus reality factor, where your emotions are the gap between both. So if you're expecting a 3-hour win and reality ends up being a -1, there's a huge gap between the two, right? Whereas if they are the same, where your expectation is a -1 and reality becomes a -1, then there's no gap between the two. They're the same. Meaning, you always gotta think and accept of the worst possible scenario. My stop loss is at break even, so I must accept that. Regardless if I'm already floating 2.5R and my TP is at 3, so it's super close to getting me out of the trade. Try not to think of the winner that much. Celebrate it, thinking what I'm gonna do with the money. I try to put my expectations on where the stop loss is at. If it's at break even, then I must accept that if price goes there, my emotions don't fluctuate too much between the expectations and what reality has turned out to be. And one of the best things that you can use for this challenge is an accountability partner. Whether it be a trading mentor or another friend that's in the same situation as you, you guys want to partner up and let each other know about your trading in a day-to-day basis. Because most of the times we're not aware of our mistakes and behaviors in a psychological sense, to where we think we're doing everything right, but nevertheless we're still unprofitable. And it sometimes takes that third person vision to check on ourselves and be real with us to things that we can't yet see or accept about our trading. When I was unprofitable, I was chatting with my best friend and I predicted exactly what the market would do. So then my friend would be like, hey yo, nice, let's go. So you got a winner off that. And I had to say no. Because this was risky, chasing excuses. You predicted the market well, so make sure you execute on it, okay? This is where we come to terms with executing on what you hadn't forecast or hesitation on trading what you had forecast. You want to make sure you don't break your word and look like a pussy in front of your friend on where you send him what you think the price will do and you stick to your word. If you tell him you're looking for shorts for the day and at the end you end up buying, then he's gonna see you as a bitch. And at the end of every single week, you're gonna look back, reflect on what you did right, what you did wrong, what mistakes keep getting repeated, what needs to be eliminated. Make sure this is confluent to the data. This is backed by proof, all right? And not just feelings. Not just because you got 2 losses on New York that now you want to cut New York off, all right? And discard all of the previous data that you had multiple winners on New York. Make sure it's conformed to the data, based on facts, not on feelings. And this is way more than just about trading, guys. Because like I've said, trading is just going to be a reflection. If somebody close to you just died this week, I can guarantee you your trading results will be negative. And then also we go back to the same point I was making before, where it's not just about money, it's about childhood trauma, past events in your life, where it keeps your identity in the same negative space and you keep self-sabotaging yourself because of these traumas. Make sure you do some introspective and internalized work in order to fix your mind. And if you need help with that, just go check the rest of my YouTube videos on psychology. And if 90 days is too much for you and you want to do it in 30, then make sure you join our 30-day profitable challenge, where you can get free access to all of these things. Basically, a full-on mentorship where you get to know everything that I'm seeing for the day and even my trades, my full strategy course, 2 group calls a week with me and other students, networking with profitable traders. This is where your eyes are going to open up and you're going to realize how profitable traders behave. Because I can guarantee you, it's not what it seems. It's not every single day pushing a winner and saying, let's fucking go. You're going to see how I behave in the charts, because you're going to have access to my live analysis, what I'm forecasting on the day, and my live trades. Plus, you're going to be surrounded by winners. And so if you believe the quote that you're the average of the people you spend the most time with, then you're going to be a winner yourself. Just text free to the Telegram in order to apply. It's totally free, so there's no risk for you. It only takes 30 days by our side, so we can change the trajectory of your trading forever.